Every kid gets a summer break, but the Scouts at Ransburg have 1 week that will shape the rest of their lives. On the banks of Lake Monroe, nestled in the hills of southern Indiana, lies 624 acres of adventure and the promise of lasting friendships. This was your week at Ransburg.
My favorite counselor is probably Miss Dagney, because she's probably the most enthusiastic person I know.
My favorite staff member is Ryan.
My favorite staff member is Nick Nom.
My favorite camp counselor would have to be Blaze.
My favorite camp counselor is Thad.
My favorite camp counselor would have to be Caleb, because he always lets me hug him, and he's really fun.
My favorite counselor is Thad because he tells cool stories, and he just, when he's teaching us, he makes it a lot of fun.
I like all the counselors because they're just all nice. They're all energetic. It's fun here.
Yeah, I gotta say about the same thing. We're taking pretty similar classes except for our last classes.
My favorite counselor is Nick Nom because he's an awesome firecrafter.
My favorite camp counselor is Ben because he's weird and funny.
Right in this tank, we've got Joey. Joey is a corn snake, we think. We've seen quite a few representations of a milk snake. It looks exactly like him. But this right here is Joey.
Well, at Nature, Scouts can learn to identify trees, small plants, different snakes. They can learn to not be afraid of snakes and lizards and turtles and stuff. Sometimes it's the very first time that they've ever touched a snake or anything, so they get that experience.
I just really love camping, and I just want to learn more about what I should and what not to do in the wilderness while I'm by myself or if I'm stuck somewhere.
I took nature merit badge because I like nature and stuff, and I kind of wanted to learn more about the trees and stuff.
Yes, I've learned that some plants are invasive and they might take other plants' homes. So we might want to get rid of some of them. And some of them we need to try to plant more of because they're endangered.
I've learned for being a good citizen in the outdoors is you have to protect the trees and the plants and also the animals because without them then everything will just fall apart. But the trees give you oxygen, the animals part of the food system.
We still teach it today because we still believe that here more than 100 years ago we still believe exactly what Baden-Powell thought, and we teach it so that way the Scouts can, while they're out camping in the nature, they can understand it. They're not just there, they're appreciating it. They don't just take it for granted.
At EagleQuest, we do what we like to call T2-1, or tenderfoot second first class, the three basic foundations of what an Eagle Scout is. I like to call it the maker of an Eagle Scout. If EagleQuest can really make or break your scouting career, if we provide a great first year experience for the campers, then we can really provide a foundation for what a scout will become later on in his career.
I wanted to do EagleQuest because I felt that it would help me get through my ranks easier and quicker. Just because I think it would be pretty cool to be an Eagle Scout. This week at EagleQuest, I learned about first aid and all these different
venomous plants and poisonous plants, and which ones I can go near and which ones to stay away from, and different things about cyberbullying.
We do stuff like axe yard safety and how to how to set up a lightweight stove and get it going. On Thursdays we do the water rescues requirement for second and first class. On Wednesdays we take a 5-mile hike for second class. Because we are in such a big open area, we can offer stuff like that, so you have the opportunity to get that water rescue requirement done.
I'll give you an example. We had a scout that was, he came in here for all 3 ranks, and he didn't know, he was brand new, he barely knew the oath and the law, and he came in, and we were having problems working on the bow line and the taut line the first couple days he was in here, and we were working with him on that, and by the time he left at the end of the week, it was so awesome to watch him do the flag raisings and learn all these knots and be able to do a 5-mile hike and do a mile orienteering course by himself. That by the end of the week he had almost all of the requirements done for the 3 ranks, and it was very fulfilling as a staff member to watch him be able to do that by himself. All we did was give him the tools and guide him along the way, and it was really nice.
That's what I want to see. Good. You're using the right eye. Okay. Does everybody have ears in? Yes? You're good? All right. When you're ready, fire shot.
Cool.
Rifle, you can take the time to go through each step. So trigger pull tells you if you're pushing left or right. Your breathing pushes the shot up or down. With shotgun, you don't have the time to think about that. Shotgun is much more of this feel than it is a science. And the groove between the shotgun and the shooter has to be perfect in order for you to hit the pigeon. It's much more instinctive.
The hardest part of the badge for me was getting in the groove of hitting the pigeons the first day, because your stance is off sometimes if you haven't shot in a while, but once you get in the groove, everything is perfect. Oh, it was awesome. My first shot, I just downed that first one, and it was a good feeling knowing that you hit it and just you could keep going after that.
First, concept of leading. There is math and science to it, but it's ultimately an art with pulling the trigger and hearing the loud boom. Most of these guys, I see them smile every time they pull the trigger because they're like, I just made a big explosion come out of this barrel. Okay? And yeah, so part of it is just the sensation of shooting.
I took boomstick merit badge because it sounded really fun, and I see a lot of kids doing it. Challenging part of the merit badge for me was correcting my stance the first day, but I got it down, and it made hitting the birds out of the sky a lot easier. Yeah, Max has been really helpful. He teaches us everything we need to know. We saw him take apart a shotgun and cleaning it in less than a minute. It was really cool to watch. He's really talented at what he does, and he's really helpful. He teaches us how to handle it, how to shoot it, how to fire it, how to stand. He likes to have a good time and joke around, and he tells awesome stories.
The next step is actually saying, okay, I have to shoot twice, 12 shots out of 25. And you have to do that 2 times. So hitting things 24 times, you kind of have to have a consistency of talent. And you come to camp, you have to do things all the time, multiple times. It's the same basic principle.
This was a week to remember. You learned new skills, made new friends, and know that you did something with your summer. Whether you conquered a fear or achieved a goal, you gave it your all, and tomorrow, when you pack your bags, you'll take with you the memories you created and the experiences that will truly last a lifetime. That was your week at Ransburg.
My favorite part about camp is wood carving.
Probably the friends and the card games our Scoutmasters play with us, because it's a great time that we have at summer camp, because being with our friends and also getting merit badges, it's a lot of fun.
My favorite merit badge is rifle, because I just think it's kind of fun to challenge myself to be able to shoot and see how good I am at shooting, I guess.
I have to say my favorite part about camp is probably the merit badges. It's a lot of fun working on the different things and getting stuff done and learning how to do different stuff and being there with all my friends.
Best part about my troop is they're all nice.
My favorite merit badge is robotics, because you get to do a lot of cool stuff and it's just really cool. You have to use your brain and put it to use.
I think it would probably be swimming.
My favorite merit badge would be riflery, because it's so easy and I get to shoot a lot of rifles.